long time. Content Farm number 27 in 2026.
Taylor and I have been very politically active. I won't go on a rant or a tirade, but we've been attending a lot of protests, a lot of vigils for what's been happening across the U.S.
I don't remember if I spoke to you. You said you finished Black Myth Wukong.
We did finish Black Myth Wukong, Taylor and I did, and it took every ounce of our patience and skill.
Shall we talk about what we are looking forward to seeing in the big 2026?
I freaking am so excited for Sorrows. That is my number one this year, even more than GTA 6.
People are talking about all the things that Fable had promised over the years, hoping that it's included in this one this time, and I feel like they're just gonna be disappointed again. Just so many systems that he promised in like the first Fable, like all the NPCs had their own lives, trees, you're gonna see trees growing up through, you know, as you play, and you can...
We've heard this before.
Blah, blah. Yeah.
Do you not think it's weird that in like a few months, a Star Wars film is going to cinema for the first time in a really long time and no one gives a fuck? Well, long time. Content Farm number 27 in 2026. Welcome back, Peter. Welcome back, Clyde. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. All that fucking... Happy birthday if you had a birthday over the last couple of months. All of the above. How are things?
Pretty good.
Clyde?
Pretty good in our very democratic country.
Wow.
It's
Already?
still a democracy.
Already?
Are you in my country?
Yeah, I think we are in the same country still. Although I don't know how true that will be for much longer.
I feels like we do this every few weeks, but apologies are in order mainly because we haven't recorded in a while. It's definitely been my fault. I think these two gentlemen have probably been available constantly, but I've been either busy or just like doing something else or not in the mood, which is definitely, you know, issues on my end. I apologize, but we're going to get back into the weekly cycle now for 2026. That also means we're going to have a couple of things to quickly gloss over from Game Awards and anticipations for this year, etc. Not going to spend too long on it because old news now. We're almost in February, but there's some good stuff to talk about. So yeah, not to randomly change subject, but look at the size of this fucking glass. Like, holy shit. You have this in the US where you put like a concentrate of a juice into a glass and then pour water into it.
Concentrate? Yeah.
Yeah, concentrate.
Okay, we call that cordial.
It's a very cordial word for it.
Yes. That's what this gentlemen, how was the Christmas New Year period?
Pretty good.
Any crazy parties?
I'm curious to hear. No crazy parties, but I want to know, did y'all get my present I sent in the mail? I sent y'all both a gift, and I want to hear if y'all got it.
Yes.
I got it, and I've been consuming it.
I have not been consuming it, but it's raring for consummation.
For anyone who's wondering what I got them a copy of Slow Horses by oh my gosh, I can't remember his name. Dan. Oh, I don't have it on my desk. I can't remember the author's name.
I can get it. It's right here.
Do it. Show the audience the amazing holiday gift. I gifted a copy of Slow Horses to a lot of my friends this year because I really have been enjoying this series, the Apple TV series. Mick Herron, that's it. Why did I think Dan? I think Dan Harmon or something. But yes, it's a good read and it's a lot of fun. And I'm glad, Peter, you've been digging into it a little bit. It's definitely good. If you like the book, you'll love the TV series too.
Yeah. I heard there's a TV series.
You said it was on Prime? What was it on?
Apple TV. It's Apple TV, and they have in the star role they have Gary Oldman, and he's incredible.
It's Gary Oldman. I love Gary Oldman.
Yeah, it's Gary Oldman.
It's good.
Yeah, he's really talented and just brings like the sass and the cynicism, but also the humor and just he's like always 3 steps ahead of everybody else.
It takes place in the UK, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. That makes me happy y'all got it. But yes, life has been pretty chill up in our neck of the woods. Taylor and I have been very politically active. I won't go on a rant or a tirade, but we've been attending a lot of protests, a lot of vigils for what's been happening across the U.S. So we've been very active and very busy politically. But yeah, life has been quiet and good up here so far. Otherwise, the only game I've been playing recently is actually Sekiro. I've been trying to make my way through FromSoft's library, and Black Myth Wukong, we barely made it through that. It was quite a challenge, but Sekiro is very close to beating me. I'm just, man, oh man, this game is brutally hard, and I get KO'd so quickly. Ugh. But yeah, that's what I've been playing recently. What have y'all been playing? Sean, Peter, what have y'all been up to?
Yeah, go on.
Well, a whole bunch of Arc Raiders. That's for dang sure.
Surprise.
Yeah, love that game. Been playing some stuff with my friends like some Repo, some Peak, some Rivals. Just recently we started playing the free weekend No Rest for the Wicked.
Oh,
That's an interesting game. It's like an action RPG, kind of like Diablo, but it's got like Dark Souls elements like dodging and parrying and stuff. Very interesting in that kind of game.
I never heard of it, but Clyde mentioned it before as well. So
Yeah, well, it's free for the weekend, so you can try it out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, it's Monday.
good
When is the
stuff.
weekend? Is it? I'm guessing it's till tomorrow.
Usually they're like for a few days after, like
Yeah.
like I want to say like Friday to Monday, or even like Thursday to Tuesday or something. Let me I'll look it up real fast.
So what is it? What does it look like? Did you say it's third person? Third person RPG.
Yeah, it's like an AR RPG, like Diablo.
Oh.
You know.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's got like different classes based on, you know, the weapons you equip, and you can, you know, throw your stat points in to whatever, you know, kind of like Dark Souls has, where like the gear kind of makes your class, and like you change your stat points to adapt to it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sounds cool.
So yeah, it's very very tricky to play, but very rewarding.
It is challenging.
It
It is
even
in
has
early
like
access.
it even has the Dark Souls style bosses where you walk through the cloud to get in to play them, and then yeah, if you're dead, then you just gotta restart.
The fog gates or whatever.
Yeah.
Clyde, you said you. So I don't remember if I spoke to you. You said you finished Black Myth Wukong. You finished it.
We did finish Black Myth Wukong. Taylor and I did, and it took every ounce of our patience and skill. That final boss was so
What did you
freaking
think of
hard.
the final boss though, in terms of just fucking aura?
Holy crap! Like, I mean, slight spoilers for anyone who's ever going to play Black Myth Wukong, but there are like moments in that boss fight that are just so insane. If you want to just skip ahead 30 seconds and avoid spoilers, this will be really quick. There's like a move he does where like Peter, Sean, like, you know, like I'm sure Sean, you know this, but like Peter, you know, in like most Souls games, like when you drink your flask, your character pulls their Estus flask out or whatever, and then drink, and then you heal. If you do that during the final boss fight, he will just freeze you in place, grab your flask, and drink it himself and heal himself. Like he will just periodically be like, "Oh, you thought you were healing? No, actually, you're not healing, and I'm healing myself." Like it is crazy difficult. He is a crazy challenging boss. Black Myth Wukong really pushed us around. I'm gonna guess 80 attempts, maybe 100 attempts before we finally cleared it. It was very, very challenging, Sean.
Well, that's really impressive though, because I would say of like the good Souls likes, or just Souls likes in general that aren't like FromSoft, I'd say it's probably one of the harder ones. It's really difficult. I don't know if it's harder than Lies of P. I think they're both very similar. It might, Lies of P might take it to being more difficult, but yeah, it's close. It's close. Those games are fucking hard. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I bet most people don't finish them.
Yeah. I'm very well may tap out of Sekiro because
I tapped out of Sekiro.
Like, it's like the thing that's crazy about it is like you can be doing so well in a boss. It takes like 50 hits for you to like stance break or stagger a boss, but it only takes 1 or 2 hits and they shred your health bar. You can be doing so well for like a whole minute and dodging and hitting and keeping their stamina or keeping their stance damage up, and then one moment of misjudgment, one accidental parry input, and then boom, boom, you're dead. And it's like, holy crap, Sekiro does not mess around. It is brutally hard. Sekiro is really challenging. I will keep y'all updated next week and let you know if we tapped out. But I'm trying my best. I'm holding on with white knuckles right now.
It's so fucking difficult. I remember. Oh god. To be fair, I think a few of the bosses early in that game as well are just fucking stupid. Like I think you mentioned it before, the bull that's like on fire, the flaming, is it called the blazing bull? That boss is bullshit. Like that's not even like that boss was some fucking bullshit. It was just a bull on fire that's like every other most other enemies you face so far have been like melee combat, actually like humanoid person or monster with melee weapons or hands. But then you face this pig that's just like swinging its head around, not a pig, sorry, whatever the fuck I said it was, ball, and
Yeah,
it's just running around like it's trying to like it's doing absolutely everything it can to kill you. It's just like rolling around, smashing you into walls. It has this huge like contraption. Is it a contraption on its head, or it's like
yeah,
horns? Yeah, which is on fire.
yeah. Oh, it's
Oh,
brutal. That bull is
ridiculous! That
horrible.
pissed
That
me
bull.
off. God.
It's one of those bosses that like you can just look at it and based on where you are and what it's doing, you can just be like, well, I'm already dead. Like
Yeah.
Melania in Elden Ring, like when she jumps up for waterfowl dance, if you don't know how to dodge it, you can just say, well, I'm already dead. There have been multiple attempts on Blazing Bull where like I'm in the corner and he walks up and I'm like, I can't get out of this. I am just dead. I am just don't. My attempt is over here. But yeah, it's a very challenging boss. The
Where are
game
you up to
itself
in
is
it?
really challenging. That is the last boss that I just defeated, and I'm
Oh
currently at
shit!
Ashina. I'm at Ashina Gate, and I'm going up the stairs, and there's like a samurai at the top of those that it's been kicking my ass. I've died to him like 4 or 5 times.
So you are like moments before the first actual really hard main boss. So
Oh no!
it's not really a spoiler, but like you know how you're kind of at the base of like a castle.
Yeah.
You go on the roof basically, and that's where the first like main story boss is. If you just use the grapple hook to go up onto the roof and shit.
Oh jeez.
It's like a
Side note.
many
The
phase
grappling
boss
hook
fight.
is really fun. I freaking love that grappling hook. That grappling
it's
hook
great.
is fun as hell. Like it is
Great.
nice to like leap through like rooftops and be like, I'm a ninja, assassinate, and then I come up to like a boss and they're like, oh bro, I don't care about your thing. Boom, you're dead. And I'm just like, dang, dude. Like it's pretty crazy. The swiftness with which death comes in Sekiro is pretty brutal.
Hard
But
game,
it's fun.
man.
It is fun, but it's kicking my
Yeah.
butt. I'm glad to hear you've been playing some co-op stuff, Peter. I know we had some fun. The three of us got together and played some Arc Raiders, and that was a good time. We got to do some more of that too. What have you been playing, Sean? Has there been anything on your radar that you've been playing?
Well, I've been in a couple of weird phases recently as far as games go. So I've had a big roguelike phase. So like toward the end of last year, I mean I've always loved Risk of Rain 2, talked about it on the show before. But I got back into I think they released a DLC. I think that was why I got back into it. They released a DLC for Risk of Rain 2, a really great one. So I played that a lot by myself, and me and one of my friends also played it co-op a few times, because the Risk of Rain 2 co-op is actually great as well. And it's really easy to get quality of life mods, you know, through just like a loader, like a mod loader, mod installer on PC. The game would be way different without those quality of life mods. I feel like some of them should just get, you know, implemented into the game. Like for example,
Which ones?
For example, in the base game, when you pick up a chest, the open chest will just stay on the map forever to the point where it always looks like it's a new chest, if that makes sense. And the same for all like chests and coin pods and things like that. So there's a quality of life mod that just makes the chest disappear when you've opened them. There's also we all use the auto sprint mod because it's very rare that there's a situation where you don't need to sprint in Risk of Rain 2.
Yeah.
So you just have sprint on all the time. It would be really weird to be holding shift all the time. So yeah, and there's a few other ones that are just like ridiculous no-brainers as well, and my mind's going blank right now. I probably have about 10 that are like no-brainer quality of life mods.
I haven't played Risk of Rain, but I've heard such good things about it, and it looks like it's a lot of fun. I'm glad that you're enjoying it.
You like roguelike games?
I do like roguelike games. I mean, at least roguelite games. But I don't know if I've ever played a proper roguelike.
I don't know the difference. I don't know the difference.
I think it's probably just like levels of systems that change your dynamic. But I like games like Rogue Legacy 2. Its sequel was great. Hades is great. Its sequel was also phenomenal. But yeah, I haven't played Risk of Rain. It's a third person shooter, right? I'm remembering the right game.
Yeah, I mean, there's melee characters. It has a ton of different characters, and they're all quite different from each other. So one of them is like a samurai, melee only, like flying around and shit. There's just sniper characters. The railgunner, I think, might be my favorite. That's like the sniper character. His ultimate ability is like charges up for like 5 seconds. That you can one shot most bosses if you use your if you like stack the best item, which is the crowbar for the railgunner and things like that. There's a lot of really different characters that have insane like interesting builds. Like another one of my favorites is the bandit, who has like a shotgun and a knife, and if you he has a passive where he deals like 50% extra damage behind people. So if you stack items to deal damage close, like the red gem, which is like 20% damage if someone's like within 10 feet or whatever the fuck it is. If you stack that and then go behind bosses, they just die instantly. They die instantly every single time on every level, apart from like the final boss, probably, even though I did do that quite easy with that character as well.
I need that kind of technology in Sekiro. I need someone
Yes.
to mod that into Sekiro so I can actually beat Sekiro. Man, that's amazing. It sounds like it's a lot of fun, and I love games that have like unlockable classes, like Enter the Gungeon.
Good.
have some
It gets
characters you
hectic
can unlock and
too.
stuff.
The
Oh, does
longer
it?
you play it, the higher the difficulty goes.
Yeah, and you can
Um,
loop back round to the start as well. You don't have to like go to the final boss. I usually loop just because it's more fun than either finishing the game or dying to the final boss. I normally loop back to the start just because it's the normal enemies are so fun to like to play in the levels. So I just keep going as long as fucking possible. Yeah.
Yeah, it's super fun with friends too.
Yeah, it's great co-op. I didn't realize how good it was co-op. I think it's kind of annoying how if you die, you're out for the whole round. But there's
Yeah.
there's a quality of life mod where you can just revive people, like very easy to download. What else have I been playing? On the topic of roguelikes, I had a last minute end of the year surprise possible Sean Game of the Year contender, literally on like Christmas, like last week of December. Can anyone guess? Did I mention it already?
I know it. I know what you're
You
gonna
know?
say. I'll guess. Is it in early access?
No. Haha.
Oh, no.
What game were you thinking?
I was thinking Witchfire. I was thinking you were gonna say
Oh
Witchfire.
no, I played that like November, October, earlier in the year. I think that is great. I'll
Gotcha.
talk about that. You can talk about that, but like the game I was referring to is Blueprints.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Did either of you play that shit?
I watched Taylor play a lot of it, and I know quite a bit of the
Oh
solutions to the puzzles as a
my
result.
God.
But it looks great.
Aw.
Oh my! Such a you do know anything about it, Peter?
You did tell me a little about it.
Oh,
but,
I did.
But go ahead.
Yeah,
Go
it's
ahead,
just
yeah.
like a really interesting take on a roguelike in a way that I don't really think I've seen before, like in terms of a layout for a game. I mean, Clyde, you said you've seen it as well, so you're quite familiar. Basically, it's a roguelike in terms of it operates in a system of days, and then when you run out of steps or get lost, you restart the day and go back to the beginning because the rules in the story are that you're not allowed to stay the night inside the house. And it's a roguelike, but instead of combat scenarios or just puzzles in each room, there is puzzles, but instead of being like a puzzle roguelike or a combat roguelike or anything like that, the whole system is that you have to unlock and go through rooms, and the direction in which the rooms face will either allow you access to a room that you need, or will allow you to simply just progress through the building at all, which you need to do. Otherwise, if you run into a dead end, or you run into a situation where you haven't got items that you need to go into the next room, then you can't progress. You have to restart the run and go back to the.
Would you say it's like an escape room game?
Is it like an escape room game?
I don't think so. I don't think it's like you're not like searching for things to change mechanics. You're mostly trying to solve each room's puzzle, but you're also, because you're creating the house as you're going through it, you have to be very mindful of your resources. Is my internet fritzing out? You have to be very mindful of how you're like laying out rooms, because rooms only have certain entrances and exits, and you have certain rooms that like enable certain effects and stuff. So I think it's more of a resource management than an escape room.
Yeah,
all right.
That's definitely that's a great way of putting it. But the rooms are color coded, so certain rooms there's like green, pink bedrooms, like plant related like greenhouses and shit, different color codes, cupboards, hallways, storage rooms, and when you see that color, like in general, what the theme of that, like what kind of bonus that room will give you. And also there's permanent upgrades in the game, so the rooms will like I had one where like the green rooms would always give me like 2 gems, so I just ended up picking green rooms all the time. Shit like that. You could upgrade different types of rooms, even though it was random, even though the layout was randomly generated every time. Getting a certain room would be a big deal, because if you have certain upgrades, or if you want a certain item, you know generally where it's going to be. Like, for example, the garage is always on the left side of the building and it always has 3 keys inside it. So if you're low on keys, you can kind of just like stick to the left side and look for the garage and you'll get 3 keys guaranteed. Like, there is mechanics like that. Keep it.
Okay.
It's not completely random. Like, there is definitely a lot of brain involved. It's not just a random roguelike. It's
cool.
It's a strategy game. I think that would be the best way to describe it, because it is like it's all about planning. You have to plan everything, because if you like take too big of a risk, or if you don't think about something carefully, then the run is over. It happened to me so many times, especially when I had a good run as well, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do this, and then one thing leads to another, and then you're going back to the tent.
That's the exact way of putting it. Even if you know the solution to every room perfectly, if you just recklessly put down rooms on the board, you will find yourself without the ability to move forward, because your layout won't allow it. So there is definitely an element of strategy and resource management in it. But yeah, it's definitely a weird game. I'm glad it got so much attention. It's definitely one of the quirkier games I saw.
I'm glad it got attention just because of how unique it is. Also, spoilers for Blueprints if anyone's thinking about playing it that's listening to this, because it is a game that can be spoiled, even despite the fact that it's a room planning simulator. Basically, the story I didn't fully grasp. I filled like 2 notepads on my PC full of like story stuff, and I think I got a family tree, and I had a good grasp of what was generally going on. But there's a huge story there. It's one of them games where you'll find like pieces of paper and news clippings and things like that, and they won't make any sense at the moment, but you have to, you need context from other places, and advance further in the game to read things for it all to make sense. It has one of those kind of cool stories, and also like
you go back to read them, or
they're always there. Yeah.
Okay.
You can't like read them in like a screen, but I was just writing it all down anyway, because I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna need this at some point. It's gonna be like a fucking password to a sex dungeon or some shit. But anyway, like basically, the spoiler I was gonna say is that there's a huge like underground complex underneath the house, and like finding all that shit for the first time was insane. Like the music and the production was genuinely very good. There's like a huge like these huge. I don't know how you would describe it, Clyde. Like caverns, but like buildings underground, like infrastructure. Loads of connecting tunnels, like a catacombs with puzzles inside, and interesting like water features. There's a really good mechanic in the game where you have to find the boiler room, which is again, it's a randomly generated room, but if you're smart at planning, you can figure out how to get that room. You can increase your chances of getting a boiler room, and you can change the water levels around the house, which will allow you access to certain places depending on how you change the water. So you can, for example, there's a fountain outside the front door, and if you lower the water in the fountain, you can get downstairs to the basement really easy. And there's a couple of things like that to do with the water, really good puzzles. But yeah, it's that kind of game. That's the kind of stuff you do for most of the time in Blueprints.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Very creative.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, whoever came up with that idea of like, we're gonna make a roguelike, but instead of combat, it's puzzles. That's pretty wild. That's pretty
seriously,
cool.
Yeah, puzzles and just like room building, house plan, floor plan, layout. Yeah. What else? So, I've also, as well as my roguelike phase, which also includes Balatro, by the way, I've been playing that shit for like 2 hours at work every day. Balatro is great. I've also been in kind of a World War II phase, sort of, which I do every now and then, every few years. I played a ton of Hell Let Loose recently. I got kind of into that game because I like World War II shit, and I like games that are realistic, like team games, with like you die and then
it's that game doesn't hold back.
No, I like more realistic than Battlefield, because Battlefield is still a little bit too casual for me, because I like a little bit of milsim. But something like Squad is too much, because I tried playing Squad and that guy was just getting yelled at and screamed at by random fucking French people and shit. And Hell Let Loose is a really nice middle ground between those two things, because it's not the kind of game where you have to speak, otherwise someone will be like yelling at you or you'll get kicked. It has happened to me in Hell Let Loose, but most of the time people are just playing like Battlefield in squads with roles, but the gameplay is closer to squad. Like, it's a lot of like slow moving as teams, taking on gunfights in a realistic way, using just very limited weapons, like World War II. It's a simulation, so.
Mhm.
Is he playing as the US, which is the team I played a lot as? Everyone is just using a Garand, which is good.
Garand is great in that game.
The Garand is good in Hell Let Loose
satisfying to use that game.
Because for comparison, every other country is using, like, the Russians are using like a Mosin, the Germans are using the Kar-98.
Bolt actions and stuff.
Yeah, they're also, every faction is bolt action apart from the US, which came, every single, the standard infantry are equipped with an M1 Garand, which is a massive advantage over bolt action rifles, like a huge advantage. Yeah, so the US are really good to play for that reason. The Germans have access to the Gewehr 43, but you have to play a certain class to use it. That's like the equivalent. That's like their equivalent of the M1 Garand, but it wasn't standard issue. Their standard issue was the Kar-98.
Still solid, but nowhere near for like mid to close range.
Yeah, and I think my most played class is the is the machine gunner class, because you really feel like actually like a machine gunner, like in Saving Private Ryan or some shit, because it's not like in Battlefield or something where the machine gun would be, balanced.
It's like the weakest weapon in Battlefield, because you're just spraying ammo on them, they're just running away.
Spraying ammo, they probably have like, because of the fire rate, they probably has like less damage to the point where it's balanced with ARs and SMGs, because it has a huge magazine, but it'll probably have low recoil but bad accuracy, low damage, poor range, things like that. No, in Hell Let Loose, they one shot from like 10 kilometers away. They have the fastest fire rate of all time, and when you have to fire them with a bipod, and they're laser accurate. So if you get a spot like in a house, this is how it would be, by the way. That's why it's such a good, good for the simulation. So if you're getting the house with a fucking MG34 or MG42 or the Browning, it's like you are the most deadly person in the entire match. You kill so many people. You kill more people than you do like when on a good Battlefield flank, because there's no kill. There's no kill cam, so people aren't going to come and like hunt you down after you die. And there's no,
can't be pinged.
You can't be pinged. There's no system
Spotted
that
or whatever.
People can ping inside their squads, but it's not like 100% accurate. It's just like a little red exclamation mark, and it only shows to the people inside your squad, which is like a few people. Basically, what I'm saying is there's no immediate counter to someone camping in a window with an MG, because you actually have to take that down as you would in real life, like tactically, instead of someone just like seeing it immediately and sniping them. It's Machine gunner is easily my favorite class. Easily kills so many people, and the game's gory as fuck as well. Like, the machine guns just like rip people apart, and the grid, like any like, it might even be like unrealistically gory, because any minor explosion will just like send people into 100 pieces across the map.
It's kind of overkill, but it's great. It really drills in that the game's pretty hardcore.
Yeah, but that and War Thunder. I've been playing loads of War Thunder. I have a couple of friends who are into it. Well, I have a friend who has like 2,000 hours in it. He plays it like on a daily basis still. I know that's not a World War II game, but for the majority of the early tanks, it is a World War II game. So, yeah, that's it. That and Hell Let Loose have kept me in the World War II phase, really.
There's something primal in us. We see tanks shooting big things, and explosions make us happy.
Yeah, I love tanks.
Pretty much.
Me and that guy, Dan, who plays War Thunder, and another one of my friends, Luke, are going to the Tank Fest in down south in the UK on one weekend in June, which is basically the tank museum in UK, which is like, I think, the best, like, biggest tank museum in the world, possibly, in terms of like the stock, the exhibit, the options. And basically Tank Fest is where they take them all out and drive them and shit for like a weekend, and they have like plane flyovers and stuff as well. Like, it's a whole event. We will be going to that in June.
You know a funny piece of trivia. Germany was sending some vehicles over to Ukraine. And like, it was recently? It was an old anti-aircraft vehicles from like made from the 70s. They were actually storing some of them in museums,
And they just rolled them out.
and they sent them to Ukraine because their ammo is so cheap that it's actually more cost effective for shooting, these bullets that cost, like $200 per burst to take out like $1,000 drones coming from Russia.
Yeah.
So literally a vehicle that they had in museums. So that's crazy.
German engineering. But I do hear mixed things about the German World War II tanks, because while they were great and iconic, like the Tiger and the Panzers, apparently they had some breakdown issues, which is apparently it's a little bit overhyped because they were great.
I heard they were a bit over-engineered as far as like some of them had like too much armor, and
to the point where they were just ridiculous. Yeah,
and some of them had so many systems, and with that many vibrations and stuff, like things just you just can't get that complicated. And there's something with like the bore size too. There was like a huge issue with that, like because it determines how much your killing power is to a point. And they had some really good tanks that didn't have the kill power that they should have, and they weren't able to take on the stronger tanks. Whereas the Allies had an issue where they had less armored tanks but much bigger bore sizes, so they're able to get like bigger kills on it, though they were more vulnerable. They just kind of compensated with more troops around it or something like that. I'm kind of foggy on it, but something like that where just the caliber plays such a huge role because it determines what other tanks you can take out.
Yeah, it determines the penetration.
Because the armor on them is just insane.
Yeah. Like the Tiger, like the Tiger 1 and obviously the Tiger 2, although I don't know how much action the Tiger 2 would have seen in World War 2, but like, I'm pretty sure they were just impenetrable, at least from like a front angle. Like I don't think any German or anything was penetrating a Tiger 2, at least not, unless it was like disabled already or some bullshit like that. I think it was basically just like a win button. I think it may be the same for some of the newer Shermans as well. I know some of the newer Shermans were very competent. But yeah, no, I'm officially into tanks now. I think tanks are cool. Have either of you seen the movie Fury?
Fury?
I have not.
Fury.
Let me see. I have not.
Oh, you haven't? The Brad Pitt one?
No.
Oh, if you have even a passing interest in tanks, that's a good one. It's about a Sherman in World War II called Fury, which is a real tank, which is in the tank museum, I believe, or it's in a tank museum anyway. Yeah, that's a great movie. Good World War II tank film. It's got a Tiger tank fight scene in it as well. Although the War Thunder boys don't like the Tiger tank fight scene because it's inaccurate. So it's the same with Top Gun Maverick, which is a great movie, but like the War Thunder boys. The War Thunder boys, it's fucking over. The planes are not accurate because at one point,
if you're not accurate down to the spec sheet of the,
of
the actual, which they have by the way,
yeah,
they will read you for filth.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know much about planes. Definitely more of a tank guy. But in Top Gun Maverick, Tom Cruise does take down like a modern day 5th gen Chinese fighter with an F-14 Tomcat, which is a very old fighter. So I can see some people being Actually, it takes down 2 in one fight scene because it gets intercepted by 2 and then drops them both. Yeah, that's a little bit silly maybe, but I don't know. I'm not a playing guy.
Unlikely, but like if China is anything like Russia has been, I mean, entirely possible. Because as we've seen from Russia, if you stay out of fighting long enough, you're just an old dog.
Maybe the pilots are bad.
Yeah, could have been. So
maybe the pilots are like fill-in replacement pilots, right?
yeah. They're substitute pilots.
Anyway, what were we saying before I went on like a huge fucking military vehicle tirade?
We were mostly talking about Risk of Rain and like what have you been playing and stuff. And yeah, I mean it's good to catch up with y'all, and I'm glad you're staying sane and healthy and happy over the holidays. I mean, I know we've been dealing with like there was like a flu that went through the city up here a little while ago. So I'm just hoping everybody is healthy and happy. Like we'll take that.
Healthy as can be.
Yep, I've been staying away from it, so I'm good.
Very nice.
But yeah, it's been going through here too. So
I think I very well covered what I was playing. So shall we talk about what we are looking forward to seeing or not looking forward to seeing in the big 2026? Should we start with games or should we start with like other bullshit or just do both? Just I don't okay, just tell me what you're looking forward to in 2026 as far as media goes.
I've got one.
Go.
Peter, do you need time? You want me to buy time for you, or you got one ready
please,
to rip?
Please, buy me some time.
I freaking am so excited for Saros. Anyone who's out there who hasn't played Returnal, I freaking loved Returnal. It was one of the, I believe it was a launch game for the PS4, PS5. One of those. I think maybe.
Yeah.
Or pretty close. It was like launch windowy.
Launch
but,
no, yeah.
I freaking loved Returnal.
PS5.
And Saros looks like it's more of Returnal. Looks like there's more of Returnal. I'm like, dang, give me a creepy alien
Saros
planets.
looks good, yeah.
It looks good. It looks really hype. That is my number one this year, even more than GTA 6, which I know people are going to think I'm crazy for, but I love Housemarque stuff. I really want to see Saros do well. Like Returnal didn't do nearly as well as it should have, and I hope that Saros is their big like catching fire moment that people like wake up and go, oh dang, this like studio is pretty legit. So yeah.
I think I liked Returnal because I thought it was a cool roguelike. My only issue with it was way too hard for me. Like, holy shit. I feel like I didn't even get very far in before I hit a wall. I remember I was on like a desert planet and there was robots flying around and shit and I couldn't. Oh my god. It was so hard. Is it known for being hard or is that just me?
It is known for being hard.
Okay.
And I will tell you on the Souls-like subreddit, there was a guy that posted like a week ago and he was like, man, I'm just too good at these games. Everything is too easy. And he wrote and he's like, I beat Returnal on my first try. I didn't even die one time. And the entire subreddit read him for filth. They were like, dude, that is such bullshit. There is no way anyone beats Returnal on their first life. On
Returnal
their first try.
Life?
Yeah.
I don't think that's ever happened for any roguelike ever, apart from like speedrunners who played it for 10,000 hours. Like what?
Yeah, it is definitely known for being challenging, and some of the levels are more jank than others. Like there's an underwater area, like floaty area later in Returnal. It's really weird as well. It's definitely known for being challenging, but I love that they combined like the alien horror story vibes, like with the Discovery vibes, with the roguelike, like the core system as being a roguelike. They did a great job of kind of weaving all those together, and it was very trippy and just super sick. So yeah, Saros is going to be good. I'm hoping Saros like really wakes people up to it.
Yeah. I think it's definitely one of my most anticipated this year too, because nothing else really sticks out at the moment.
I mean, I'll mention some and maybe it'll refresh your memory. I mean, one of them is literally not far off, and that's Resident Evil Requiem. And I'm recently a fairly big Resident Evil guy from the few games that I've played and really enjoyed. I don't think I've played one that I haven't liked. This might be a hot take, but the one that I've played that I think I liked the least was the 2 remake. That's probably just killed so many viewers.
Did you play 6?
No.
Okay.
So I played 7, 8, 2 remake, 4 remake. I played most of the first one, but gave up because I got stuck.
You play the 4 remake?
Yeah, I played the 4 remake. Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't played the 3 remake because a lot of people said it wasn't worth it because it was too short, but apparently it is good still.
If you got a buddy, try 5. That's
you
a fun co-op
you said 5 is good co-op. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Nathan also said that from work. He said you should play 5 with someone. That seems to be the consensus with 5 and 6 to some people as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Resident Evil Requiem. I mean, Leon. So that's the winning word, really. I mean, even before the Leon stuff, I thought the game looked alright because it looked like a nice. It looked very scary, and it looked like a kind of a nice blend between 7 and 8 with the horror stuff. But then we saw all the Leon gameplay, and now it's just fucking the Leon stuff looks like 4 or 2. You know, just like typical Leon.
That was my favorite phase, like 4,
action horror.
5.
Yeah.
Like 7 wasn't a bad game, but like
different.
I grew up with the combat parts of Resident Evil, and like 7 just leaned so much into the cinematic slash horror aspects of it that like it just wasn't for me. But I can
Yeah, it was
totally see
so
someone
different. I
digging it.
think
And
that was
like,
the first one
and
I
yeah,
played. Yeah.
that's a good
So
introduction
that was
then.
my introduction. So I didn't really have the precedent already of like what Resident Evil is supposed to be, because I think I was just I was just like getting into those kind of games when 7 came out or was out already. So I played it, and then I think after that 8, 4 remake, and then 8, and then 2 remake, etc. etc. Yeah, Resident Evil Requiem. Here's an interesting thing about it. You have the option to switch between first and third person in that game permanently,
Oh,
I
really?
believe. Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's
But
pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
I wonder how that will affect like just the way the game looks in general, because I feel like the reason that's not an option in most games is because you kind of have a determined way that you want your game to look, right? In
Yeah.
terms of like camera, like proportions of rooms and stuff, doorways.
I feel like I feel like just how you said they make it permanent
Mhm.
is in itself giving away that yes, they do account for it,
Yeah.
because there's probably parts of the game like reveals, like things that pop around as you see them that timed differently versus, if you can see over your shoulder, over the wall, around the corner versus not till you're actually looking at it in first person. So
Mm.
I feel like that would be because I remember, was it Metal Gear 3 the remake? They have like the classic top down mode, and then they added like a newer like over the shoulder mode, and they it's not just you can switch anytime, no problem. It's like they're two different like games that they had to balance around, so like
Oh,
they
I
completely
see.
approach the game differently for depending on which view you take. So it really changes how the game approaches certain situations. So I feel like they would do something like that, probably knowing, just how different it can be seeing so much around you versus just what's shoved in your face.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That
I
would
think
But
from a
that's really cool. You
development,
can choose between.
yeah, the
yeah,
first person
I
looks
think
okay as well. Yeah.
even developers, like, they have to think about that. Like, they have to, like, when they're designing environmental details or things people interact with, they have to be thinking about, like, is this going to be visible in both first person and third person? Like, will a person playing zoomed out be able to see these details? Like, it adds more constraints and challenges, I think, for developers, that like not knowing with certainty what point of view the players can be playing from. But I am glad the options are there. It'll be interesting to see if they're both received well. But yeah, something you said earlier, Sean, that kind of made me laugh, because I feel differently. Is you said, like, when you were just starting to get into like those games, like those horror games or like Resident Evil games, that is like a genre I have not woken up to yet,
Oh, really?
like I want to, but I'm like scared. I'm a big coward when it comes to like freaky horror, Soma, Outlast Trials. Like, when I see those kinds of games,
Outlast
they
Trials is
intrinsically
funny.
scare. Dude, they scare
If,
me. They freaking scare.
I'll be real. I'll be real. If we were to talk about horror games with like say Alien Isolation would be like on the realistic side, and like Resident Evil would be on the arcadey, wackier, zanier kind of, not as serious kind of side.
It's a lot of like
Like
shooting zombies and one-liners and shit.
yeah,
In a lot of
really.
the
It's
games.
it
Yeah.
very leans into, especially the early games. It literally leans into the B movie aspects of horror films. And like, yeah, there's a jump scare here and there, but most of the time you're just like shooting zombies, picking up items, solving puzzles. Like the actual horror is just that you're there with zombies. And
But yes, but I would say 7 and 8 do lean into like very
seven,
scary.
yeah, seven, which comes way later in the series, as you can tell from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
number. I'd say that's the first game that they actually buckled down and said, "Okay, let's make an actual horror game with Resident Evil." So like a lot of the games before, especially, and like, which is funny because 6 is like the most B movie version of Resident Evil I have ever seen. You're like roundhouse kicking zombies and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just so zany. But like, yeah, I'd say check it out. The remakes are really solid.
And they're not very scary
and-
either. Like I wouldn't even say 2 remake is that scary. 4 remake is not scary. It's quite funny actually.
Yeah,
Well,
I think 4
it's
was
not
my
scary for
favorite.
you.
No, for
Y'all are
anyone. No,
hardened.
for most people. Like 4 remake is funny.
They're just like not scary. They're not meant to be scary.
No.
They're not trying to scare you. This was back
okay.
like these games started in the PlayStation 1 era where it was just like just having zombies in your game was scary, you know. So but like I said,
Yeah,
you know, there's
that
like
was
a
the scary
jump scare
part.
scene or two where like a zombie pops out of a window. But like those are few and far between, and most of the time you're just mowing zombies down with your pistol and like just running, backtracking room to room.
Roundhouse kicking zombies.
Yep. or suplexing.
Making jokes about fucking bingo.
Look,
punching boulders.
Punching boulders.
I have not. Like there was a game that came out I think last year that really made me want to play it, but it looked too freaky to me. I don't know if y'all played it. It was called Still Wakes the Deep.
I saw it. I
was
didn't play it.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
It's a horror game, but it's very atmospheric. You're on like a barge. You're on like an oil drilling rig or something, and bad things start happening and freaky things are happening. And I like those kinds of like the vibe looks sick, but I'm also a giant coward, and I know that like I would activate like pussy mode. I can't look straight. I can't stare straight at it because I would be a coward looking at that.
Well, here's the thing: if you play with Taylor, these things are never scary with another person.
All right.
It's also we're talking the difference between like an actual horror movie and an action movie that has horror elements to it, like creatures, you know. So, I mean, I hate to say it, hate to even mention it, but the Resident Evil movies, like if you'd watched any of them, if you called that a horror movie, people would be like, "What? No."
Yeah, they're kind of action movies.
That's basically what the series is. It's the least scary zombie game you'll probably ever see outside of zombie mode in COD or something like that.
Yeah,
but,
it's kind of like it kind of has that vibe a little bit. I'd say it's a little bit more serious than COD Zombies, which
absolutely
is just
focused
ridiculous.
on the combat,
but it's combat only. Yeah, combat puzzles, funny one-liners from fucking Leon.
Yeah,
saying random
like
shit.
You will enjoy it. I think you actually would. And then
I've got to try them. I want to. Like my heart is like I really want to, but like I see RE7 and I'm like I see hillbillies at a table like eating people.
7,
and I'm like,
just avoid 7.
That game's scary.
I think you'll be good.
That game is very scary.
That's the first Resident Evil that's actually like they put story into like let's try to scare them. Let's try to gross them out.
People play that in VR. How do you play that in VR? Like I'd be like, no way.
I played it in VR. It's a great VR game. I gotta say.
Jeez, dude, you were brave, man.
I can't play Phasmophobia in VR. That shit's too scary.
Jeez.
Yeah, but it's a great series. I'd hate to see you miss out on it just because you think it might be a horror like you know Amnesia or something like that, which
not at all.
Actually tries to scare you.
We will try. Yeah, I've been wanting to. I love the vibe. A lot of those, like the foggy town and that like weird things happen. I love that vibe. So
remakes they do add a lot, but they're pretty. They stick a lot to the story and the general gameplay mechanics and the level layouts and all that stuff. So even if you start from the first one, you know, my favorite is the second and the fourth. But
gotcha.
If you want to follow the story, definitely hit the first one. I feel like you definitely and if you do enjoy it, you have so much of it to go on to. You have literally the first one all the way to the sixth until they actually start to get scary. And then I haven't actually played the 8th yet. That's definitely on my list.
You haven't played 8?
No.
What?
Yeah, I have so many games in my backlog, bro.
Yeah, but that's like from 2020.
Because I didn't finish 7. That's why.
Yeah, it's a sequel to 7. So yeah, it's same character.
Yeah.
But it's really interesting.
I'm so much into the classic Resident Evil series that I play 7 and I'm like, when do I get more guns?
In 8.
When do I fight
in 8.
the hordes of zombies?
In 8, you get like rocket launchers and shit, and you get full auto rifles and stuff, like crossbows and shit.
The good old Magnum.
Yeah. In 8 has ridiculous weapons.
I miss my artillery. So 7 didn't appeal to me as much. Which I'm not saying it's bad. It's just I'm definitely not its audience.
It also has boss fights.
That's great.
The boss fight against a giant, like a giant tractor robot thing. There's an area where you're in like a
Is that a
factory.
Transformers reference? Damn it.
It looks like it's from Transformers. There's an area where you're in like a factory, and that's like the combat area where you get like rockets and full auto weapons for the first time, and you fight loads of cyborgs, and then you have a boss fight at the end. It's a great area.
Cool.
But also has an area that's horror only, where you are not allowed a weapon. So that's the area where the famous meme of where you get chased by like a giant fetus. That's from Resident Evil 8. Yeah,
That's where that comes from.
it's actually a premature baby. Yeah, that's where that's from. Anyway, other games that we're looking forward to this year. I mean, not necessarily games, whatever, but I don't know if I'd say looking forward to, because I don't really give a fuck. But like Gears on the Xbox side, there's Gears of War E-Day, which I haven't played. I haven't played any apart from 5, so I don't really care about that. Forza Horizon 6, I do like some Forza games. Forza Horizon is normally fun for like a week on Game Pass. At least the last two have been fun on Game Pass for a week in my friend group. So this one probably will be as well. It's set in Japan. Looks nice. All the Forza games, they look great and they play great. Just really not anything that gets anyone particularly like crazy excited. I don't think. Those kind of racing
good-looking games.
They look great.
It is shocking how good those games look. Like
Unbelievable.
They're unbelievably good-looking games. Like that, the studio making those Forza games, they know how to make lookers. Like I see that. I saw Taylor play. He played the last open world one, the one that was on Game Pass. And
yeah, so that'll be 5. The one with like volcanoes and shit. I think it's Mexico.
Yeah.
That's in 5. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Oh yeah, it was in Mexico. That's right. Yeah. It was crazy. Like the graphics were just absolutely out of control.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Like that's one of those games where you can like go up to like features with like a microscope and the textures will still hold up. That's one of those games. Forza does that really well. Like interiors and just parts of cars. It's all photorealistic. Like you would not, if you showed it to like anyone, like you would believe it's a real picture. Yeah.
Bleeding edge graphics. It's great.
Yeah, it is. That's perfect. Bleeding edge.
Is that the studio making Fable, or is that a different studio making Fable? Are the Forza guys making Fable?
Google.
Like I for some reason that's registering on my brain right now, but I might be.
When was Fable supposed to come out? Is that this year or is that next year?
It is this year. That's another one on my list.
It is this year.
Okay. Yeah. People are talking about all the things that Fable had promised over the years, hoping that it's included in this one this time, and I feel like they're just going to be disappointed again. Only
what did you say? Sorry,
promised
what was going to be in it?
Just so many systems that he promised in like the first Fable. Like all the NPCs had their own lives and trees. You're going to see trees growing up through, as you play, and you can.
We've heard this before.
Blah blah. Yeah. Like Peter Molyneux or whatever.
Oh, is that him?
Is that his name?
Yeah. I didn't know he was involved with Fable. But yeah, I know that guy.
Whoever the guy is.
That is correct. No, I'm pretty sure that is right. That's the kind of thing he would put in a game anyway, so I think you're correct.
Yeah. Like they always upsell it so much, and then the game comes out. And I remember like they tried to oversell Fable so much about how the good and evil system and all that. But the combat was just so flat. Like, it just bored me to sleep. I don't know if you guys played the first or second at all.
No, I haven't played any. That's why I'm kind of interested by this.
I've played about 6 hours of the first one. I enjoyed what I played, but it was very storybook fantasy. It was not quite what I was expecting. I was in a Souls-like mood, and it didn't scratch that itch.
Yeah. Not only was it not difficult, it was just repetitive and.
What did you find out?
I
Sean?
googled Peter Molyneux and I found some gold because I suspected this, but I couldn't remember. He's the guy who. Oh, please tell me you both know about this. He's the guy who, when Connect was announced, said loads of bullshit, like incriminating level bullshit, and also made like the fake game about the boy called Milo.
Oh, what?
You both haven't seen this? So literally,
I've heard of that.
This is like Xbox 360 when the Kinect came out. So we're talking like 2011. And he made like a fake presentation for Project Milo where some woman was like just having a full-on like a ChatGPT conversation back in like 2010. with like a kid on the screen who was like getting up and looking at the person and calling them by their name and asking them things about like their family and their life.
I remember that. Yeah.
Like that was an actual thing that they released and that they said was like that they marketed for the Kinect, and the whole thing was fake. It was just a video, like pre-rendered video, obviously aimed at the person recording.
What's wild is you could actually do that now.
You can do that now quite comfortably, I think. Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
But back then it was just like there's no way this exists.
No,
like what
no
is
way.
this?
There's no way.
Yeah. But yeah, that guy's been overselling stuff forever. So
I knew
not till it comes out, not till the reviews are out. I'm not gonna trust anything. Like
he's a famous bullshitter.
Yeah. He always upsells. He promises so much and he delivers so little. Like, no, I have no excitement for it.
I understand your trepidation, Peter. Fable is making a lot of promises too. I mean, the game is just making a lot of promises. It's like marry anyone, own
it's a
any
meme.
business.
It's a meme at this
There's
point.
There's no way that's true. There's no
Yeah.
way you can marry
They
anyone.
literally, like the first game, they said every NPC would have their own life and they'd go about their day and they'd have things they do and they'd go to sleep at night and they'd go to their jobs during the day and like all this just way over promising, crap.
KCD2 is the closest to stuff like this I think I've seen in a game so far. I mean, they do go to sleep and go to their jobs and stuff. KCD2 is one of the only games to make that actually fucking work. Because Cyberpunk said they were going to do all that shit and they never did. Cyberpunk has NPCs that like disappear when you turn 45 degrees and then change into someone else. Yeah. So I don't know how that would work.
Or like traffic that only exists where you look at it.
Yeah. So no, those NPCs are not going fucking anywhere. They're getting despawned. But no, KCD2. I mean, KCD2 is different because it's just there's not as many NPCs because it's mainly just like villages and stuff. But yeah, that works in that game. Everyone goes to their jobs and stuff and goes for a fucking pint at the end. That happens in that game. GTA 6 might do it on a large scale because it's such a big game.
If it releases this year.
GTA 6 will release this year.
We should have a bet for that. We should totally have a bet for that.
Yeah, we should probably
totally have a bet.
A third delay would be insane.
It would, and it is more likely it would release this year, but like it's just there's been so much before just making it, just before even they announced that when the first release was, there was so much time between that and GTA 5 that again it was a meme.
Yeah.
But
I was 11 when GTA 5 came out. I just want you all to picture that. I was an 11-year-old boy when GTA 5 came out. I was not legally allowed to play that game. And
now you're 54, still waiting here.
Yes, exactly.
Looking great, though. Looking great.
Thank you. Good for my age.
I say with a gray beard.
I will be.
I mean, honestly, low key, we might all be 60 by the time this game comes out. It is not guaranteed it comes out in 2026. That is not a guarantee.
No, it's not a guarantee at all.
All the games on the list, I'd say it's most likely to have some sort of extra delay or something like that. But
I would agree. Most likely
also, I wouldn't blame them either because so much is riding on it. Absolutely, so much is going into it that they don't want to mess it up. They got one chance to release it, and if it isn't as big when it comes out, they'll miss out on so much, and they know it. So it's got to be a flawless release.
Yeah.
We could literally write the delay message now. We need another 6 months for polished or whatever. We could write the delay right now. Like, oh man, a lot is riding on it.
In my opinion, I think the November date was to guarantee that it'll come out in November. I think it might be finished before then. I think they are just
this year, November.
Yeah, I think they said November because they know another delay would be like a PR nightmare. They would survive. Don't get me wrong. The game's so hyped that they would survive a third delay, but I think they're so worried about doing it that they set November as like the game will definitely be ready by then, so we're not worried. I think that was.
I wouldn't be surprised if like in a few months the game would be actually ready, but they just want to double down so hard.
Yeah, I think that's exactly
such a big part of it was like modding. Like modding helped make 5 so big, and they're integrating so much of that, and like I feel like that would be so hard to like to play test and to get rid of bugs and like when you're making a system that lets them create things inside the game, you know, kind of like open world games with physics. Like there's so many different interactions that you just can't plan for, you know. And then you toss in like the ability to mod and create your own stuff. Like I feel like that's just something that you really want to polish over and make absolutely rock solid, because so much is riding on that.
Yeah.
I mean, low key, it's not even just for Rockstar. It's like the whole industry, like, is kind of like there are not a lot of huge releases this year. Like the price of RAM is skyrocketing. Consoles are on more wobbly legs than they've ever been before. Like we need a huge game for all of us to conglomerate around, and it's big. It is big. This is too big to fail level.
I don't
You guys good on
understand-
RAM, by the way? You gotta.
Yeah, good on RAM. Good on RAM.
Okay. All right. Just making sure.
I don't understand how it's going to run on a PS5 and a Series X. Because from everything we know about it so far, it's like way more technologically, graphically advanced than any game we've seen before.
Right. Well,
so how the fuck is it doing that? DLSS
they've worked a lot on like I don't want to say it's like DLS, but you know, like assisted upscaling and stuff like that.
It has to be, right? Like it has to be that.
Yeah. I feel like there's going to be a lot of that, you know, to help with the frame rates, because it is to have something like that, especially with like the size of the cities they have and the amount of systems they have, and of course it's got to look better than 5.
Well, it already does in the trailers. In the trailers it looks like probably the best looking game so far from the trailers, which apparently are like rendered in game. So yeah.
And what was great, even 5 had like when they released it on PC, they had like better PC graphics that weren't there on the console, which is so rare to make a port of a game that started on a console and then have options for better graphics, like textures, you know, and stuff that just weren't in the original. So hopefully that's the case, because I'm really sick of seeing games that have been, you know, hampered by consoles, because that's the bottom line. That's the lowest common denominator, right?
No, I think they 100% will do that. I think they'll copy the same format as 5, where they have their normal console release, probably 30. I'm scared to say it, but maybe 30 FPS. If it runs at 60 FPS, it'll be so upscaled that it'll look terrible. That's where I think it's going. I wouldn't be
surprised if there's frame generation stuff going on there.
And maybe frame gen to get 60. I think that might be the case. But for PC, I think it'll just be 12 months after, and I think it'll be enhanced, so new graphics and maybe new features as well. That's what he did with GTA 5.
Have like
all I know is every detail of GTA 6 is going to be scrutinized. Like, remember when the Spider-Man remaster came out and people freaked out about the puddle reflections? They were like, the puddles aren't as reflecty as they used to be. These puddles. GTA 6 is going to be so scrutinized. The beer better be moving in the glasses like they showed in the trailer. People are going to be... We're going to see... It's going to be crazy. People are going to be talking about it.
Yeah. And if it doesn't, then they're gonna mod it so it does.
Yeah, they will. They will. They literally will. It'll be crazy.
Yeah. I'm kind
Bring
of
back beer physics.
I'm kind of interested in the Bond game, just because it looks like a good Uncharted game. That's kind of what the vibe. That's the vibe I get from the trailers. And Uncharted 4 is great. It looks kind of like that. So yeah, as graphically,
that would have been a good way to revamp the series, is kind of go more into the adventure actiony.
I think they are, because I mean,
that would be a good.
There's big rumors of a new cast for the movies, and the guy I don't remember his name, the guy who's like rumored to do it, but he does kind of look like youth wise similar to the one in the game. So I think they are going for like I think for the game and like the future movies, I think it's going to be not like young, but just like you said, like fast paced, like a younger guy, like adventure style, like Uncharted, you know, treasure hunting, if you will, kind of vibe.
100%.
No, the game looks cool.
I'm excited.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead. You need a second? Oh, Peter's.
Yeah, my phone's right here.
Yes.
do it while he's going away. I will say I'm also kind of low key excited because like we're just seeing this resurgence of like older properties and they're doing well. Like the Indiana Jones games like crushed it. Like that though, like the Indiana Jones and the Golden Circle, I think it was called.
That's
that was
a really
freaking
good
fun.
point. That's like in
So,
a
like-
similar situation to Bond. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's Bond's time to shine. Like, let's go. Like, we got people taking care of this IP, and like, hopefully, they've got the same care and attention. Like, I'm really excited to see what they can do with it, and it does scratch that this kind of Uncharted itch that there's kind of been a void for. So yeah, I've definitely got my eye on it as well.
When
It's
was
not
the
quite
last-
Saros levels
Sorry.
of hype. Oh, no,
No,
you're good.
not
The
quite.
last one I played was a freaking 007 on the freaking Nintendo 64.
I was about to ask when the
Yeah.
last one was. I'm gonna have to Google it.
Turn on proximity mines or remote mines and just have and just go crazy.
The last
God,
Bond
I'm
game.
so old.
The last Bond game was in 2012, and I've never even heard of it. It's called 007 Legends.
Have you ever played the N64 007, Sean? Do you
No.
even know what that
I don't
is?
have an. I've never had an
Oh my-
N64.
I'm so old. I'm like
Yeah.
getting older in this conversation. Oh God. Peter, you're muted. You're muted, Peter.
Oh, sorry. GoldenEye was
You're-
classic. That was like the game that brought FPSs to consoles, and it had
Yeah.
like one of the worst control schemes ever, and it still was able to introduce people to FPSs because it was so good.
I know that the
Like,
control scheme was so like fucked that people who played on that for so long had trouble like converting to other like controllers or keyboard and mouse and stuff just because it was so it was so weird. Because the N64
Yeah.
controller is not like you couldn't if you learned to aim on that's none of those skills would transfer to any other console, right? Because the controller's so
My
weird.
favorite way to play was a setup that let you use two controllers, so you had two analog sticks.
Oh,
yeah, it was-
that's smart.
it was-
That's
yeah, I
very
remember
smart.
it's called
You,
Kissy. Yep.
That is
Yep.
crazy.
you basically
Even remember.
made the 360 the fucking Xbox controller before Xbox. Oh my god, that's funny.
It was wacky, but man, good times. That was a fun game. Yeah, I'm sure it has not aged well, but man, like solid fun with friends. You know, going around in a deathmatch. You know, karate chopping each other, or like you're talking about proximity mine setups. And
I'm
Golden
surprised
Gun
it's never
games.
had a remake.
I feel like it's yeah.
You feel like it's had a shit one?
Really needed one.
Oh,
Yeah, it
no.
had a really terrible one.
Oh, it
Which is
did?
sad because
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was terrible. It's had a few. It's had a few community ones, and it had at least one like official one.
yeah.
But just the control scheme was just so unique that it's just a different game when you put it on a modern controller or a mouse and keyboard. You know.
Yeah, that would change because you would be able to actually play well on like a modern control scheme.
Yeah. Half the game was fighting the controls.
Yeah.
That's true.
Everyone would be like 360 flicking and like trick shotting and shit on keyboard and mouse.
Exactly.
I will say the new Bond game doesn't look like the classic GoldenEye. Like it does look like more of an Uncharted experience, which I'm down for. I'm totally here for. Like I'm
It looks a
super
lot
on
like
board. I'm
Uncharted.
excited for it. But it looks like Uncharted. Yeah, it looks like more of a quick time actiony adventure-y kind of game than the shooter that the OG GoldenEye was, or the N64 GoldenEye was. So I think if people go in expecting that, they will probably be disappointed. But if people go in expecting like pretty good Uncharted adventure with some cool spy stuff, I think they'll have a good time with it. I hope. That is my hope.
That's the vibe I get from it. Saros, obviously, Clyde has been through Saros. The last thing I have on the list for games this year is the Halo remake, but I just put boo at the end because
We got it was enough for that.
Yeah.
we got into that last time.
covered that
with-
very well.
Yeah.
What about like films and shit or shows? I have like a little list, but that's not something I really thought about until just before recording this.
I've been
is a
watching
few,
this
though.
show with my mom.
Yeah, let's go.
Called The Terminal List,
Not a word.
starring Chris Pratt.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
As a Navy SEAL, and I was like, I first of all, I didn't have any expectations for it, so I'm like, okay, whatever. Chris Pratt's the SEAL. Let's see how it goes. Actually, very, very good. Like
Nice.
shockingly good.
Wow.
Well done series. Highly recommend it. I think it's on Prime.
Dang.
But just the cast blows it away. It's a great story, and I don't want to give it away.
No.
But it's definitely like a revenge story, and it's done very super well, and you're just like locked into it the whole time. If you're not sold by the first or second episode, then it's not for you. But I think the way my mom showed it to, I thought it was a movie at first. Like when we played episode 1, I'm like, that's quite a cliffhanger, man. Like that was a good movie, but why would it end there? And she's like, oh, it's a TV series. I'm like, what? And then we watched like 4 or 5 solid episodes of it. It was
nice.
It was amazing.
So you're saying Amazon put some money in that, so it looks good.
I was shocked to know it was an Amazon original because it seemed like a big budget movie with just how great everything was. So definitely, yeah.
Speaking of Amazon originals, Clyde's been watching Fallout.
Yup. Oh yeah, we're in the middle of season 2. I think we're caught up with season 2 right now. Maybe we're 1 episode behind.
Are you a big Fallout fan?
The only Fallout I've played is New Vegas, but Taylor has played like all the mainline Fallouts, and we're enjoying this series a lot. Yeah, how about y'all? Or have y'all played the Fallout games? Are y'all big Fallout fans?
I think I've played a bit of 3 and some 76, which yeah, I know, not the best, but I wouldn't call myself a fan because I didn't play any of the OG first 2, and I hear Vegas was like the best one. And I never played that, so
New Vegas is a treat. Yeah,
I'm
New
probably
Vegas
committing
is
sin
great.
just by saying that.
No, I'm in a similar boat. I've played all of 4 and some 76, which I only played 76 like the second half of last year. And I mean, in terms of like graphics and bugs and stuff, the game's fine now. Like it runs well. There was I experienced no bugs or like major glitches or anything like that. The game was just not that interesting. I tried to get some friends to play with me, but it was really hard to convince anyone to download it. So I was solo.
It's very repetitive.
Yeah, it's really repetitive.
The end game is non-existent.
Oh, really?
Like, well, it's kind of neat to like slowly get your suit together or like find some really busted ass weapons.
Most of the time, I was just killing like 10 bugs and shit. They're all just like speaking to robots a lot and doing like
doing fetch quests, going here,
tasks.
going back there, going there, just killing loads of stuff in an area, just looting stuff,
making
your house.
Yeah, there was base building and shit, which was like both really simple and really overwhelming at the same time. Because I think you had to be really good at the game to build like good bases. Yeah, Fallout 76 wasn't for me, but the show, I like the show. I like the show a lot, actually. I know some people are like hit or miss with it, but nah, I fell in love with season 1. I really liked it. I think it's got some really good characters in it. Mainly the main 2, Lucy and Maximus. I think that's his name. Yeah.
Have you watched the show, Peter? Are you also watching the show?
I haven't. No.
It's one of those.
It's
shows
a really good
that,
intro as well. Sorry, Clyde. Go ahead.
Yeah, I will say it's also a show that like people that you'd think wouldn't enjoy it actually really do connect with it. Like my dad, I would never in a million years think he would like it because he's like older, watches only football. He watched an episode or 2 with us and he got hooked. He got completely hooked on the Fallout show. He really connected with the Ghoul story and like the fallen honor and the redeemed hero story. Like I think there's a lot of it's exactly like Sean said. There's a lot of really great characters there that you can connect with, and it's interesting to see how they navigate the world. And there's also a lot of comedy too. It's definitely a very interesting show, but we're enjoying it a lot. Yeah, and we're caught up in season 2.
I'll check it out.
Fairly easy watch as well. Like it's not. Me and Nathan were talking about this today. It's one of them shows that's a pretty easy watch. Like there's a lot of shows these days that are very complex, which is good, obviously, in its own respect. But Fallout's also like it obviously has some complex themes to it and things like that, but on like an episode to episode basis, it is just entertaining to watch. As far as like all the acting is really good, all the dialogue's really good. It's funny. There's action scenes a lot of the time, and they're very well made.
It's just like the Terminal List.
The Ghoul is great.
Amazon put money in it.
Serious fucking money. Like Fallout looks so expensive. The show, it looks so expensive.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's flawless. I think the Ghoul was my favorite character, especially in season 2. The Ghoul is like front center quite a lot, and he was my favorite character in season 1. And now he has this ton of screen time.
I haven't heard a lot about the show, but I heard that the Ghoul is like one of the favorite characters of a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm blanking on the guy's name, the actor. Is it Walton Goggins? Yeah.
It is Walton Goggins, and he does a crazy good performance.
Perfect. Yeah. It's
That's
another
great.
it's a split story of basically him pre-war and him post-war. That's like the entire thing. It's been a lot of season 2, to be honest. Maybe like half of season 2. And it's it's great.
That's cool. I'm about to finish season 2 of Terminalist, so I'm gonna
Is
definitely gonna.
that up
check
to
it
date
out.
with Terminal List, or is it?
Yeah, I think it was just 2 seasons.
Oh, like it ends after 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
The first season is like one guy's story, and the second season is another guy's story. So they're almost like separate series. Really.
Anthology.
It's really great.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they are intertwined. But
Yeah. That's cool. I like when stories do stuff like that.
It is. It's really cool. The way they integrate people's into it. I don't want to spoil anything, obviously, but yeah, it's really cool. And I like the characters too. They're great.
Just to go back to Walton Goggins for a quick second, have y'all watched White Lotus? Have y'all seen White Lotus?
So many people have told me that he's great in that, but no, I have not seen it.
Okay, I'm gonna send y'all one scene. We can't air it here because it is way too explicit. It is like one of those things that you would get demonetized. You would get like strikes for being like, that is way too explicit. You can't put that on YouTube. But I'm gonna send y'all a clip from, and anybody who's watched White Lotus knows the exact clip I'm about to send y'all, because there's a freaking amazing, hilarious clip with Walton Goggins where he's like at a restaurant with his friend, and they're like having, all it is a conversation. It's like a 2-minute conversation, and Walton Goggins' face is so funny. It is such a great scene. I'm gonna send y'all that after this, so y'all can get a laugh out of it. But oh man, he's great. He's great in White Lotus. Definitely watch White Lotus too. If y'all haven't seen White Lotus, that's also a good watch too.
I've definitely seen him in something, because when I started watching the Fallout show, his face was familiar. But I mean, for me, he's the ghoul. I love the ghoul. And he's just the ghoul as well, even though ghouls are like ghouls are like fairly common in the Fallout universe. But he's the ghoul. That's his name. He's the fucking ghoul. He's the only ghoul worth talking about. I don't even understand how ghouls work. Like, I don't know. None of you are like Fallout heads either, so you probably don't know either.
I'm not
why
a
is he
big
like
Fallout fan, but
why is he fully like okay? Is that what happens? You just you retain your consciousness. You just become like a rotting corpse.
Yeah, I think like the ghouls are like the survivors of the nuclear fallout,
Yeah,
but like
100% he is,
they're the resilient form. They're not like they didn't die from the radiant. They like survived it somehow, and now they're resilient to it. I think
something like that.
Probably gonna get like 10,000 comments telling me how I'm wrong.
Actually, it's because of it.
Yeah. But that was my understanding of it. Like they're like the mutated version of.
I know in the show he is constantly taking something to keep him from like turning into a zombie. He takes it all the time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Maybe they take the what do you call it?
It's like some little orange fucking vials, and he takes it. If he doesn't take it, he starts like growling.
The radiation stems or whatever you call them or something. I don't know.
I don't want to spoil anything, Sean, but your exact question becomes a plot point in season 2. It is explored in season 2.
Oh.
So
okay, cool.
You will get a good answer, a clear answer to his humanity and what keeps it there or causes it to go away. But yeah, it's a good show, and Walton Goggins is great, and White Lotus is good too. Amazon, man, they must push money onto shows like Terminal List and Fallout, because like the outfits in Fallout, the sets, they're incredible. It's like it looks like it's real. It's like, dang, it looks like an apocalyptic wasteland. And like
every time they're in the fucking power armor is like just it looks flawless every time, and all the gore and the combat in power armor is like exactly how it feels in the game. Like it's just perfect. Great show.
Mm-hmm.
What about stuff that's coming out this year? What are we like looking forward to? I mean, there's like the big stuff like Doomsday, new Spider-Man film. I don't know if anyone cares.
Is that Superman?
No, sorry, Avengers Doomsday, like Doctor Doom.
Avengers Doomsday, okay.
As in Doctor Doom.
No, I was thinking the death of Superman, and
I know what you were thinking. Yeah,
that would be a wild movie. The
it
death
might
of
be.
Superman.
It might be in the gun DC.
Avengers, yeah, that makes more sense. I don't know, man. Like there was a time when you just could not miss with a Marvel movie. Like
that time is gone.
Yeah, during Endgame, that was like their peak, and now like it's just been a slow drop downhill. And I can't name any recent like Marvel movie that's actually broken that.
No, I can't. I think the last one I actually like had a fun time with was Deadpool and Wolverine. Maybe
Yeah,
I didn't like
right.
rate it as far as
That's
the
the exception,
story.
though, and
Yeah,
and
it's just
and
funny.
because and because Ryan Reynolds is no longer playing him, that is the last we'll see of Deadpool.
He's no longer playing him?
unfortunately. No, there was a lot of like
Really?
there's a lot of friction between him and the company over the role. Like he wasn't able to do a lot of the stuff he wanted to do, and they were really restrictive about him.
I
And
thought he was in
there's a lot of-
Doomsday. Oh fuck.
Maybe they
Maybe.
recorded it
Resolve it.
before. I don't know. I just heard there was a fallout
Dang.
between them.
Oh,
and
interesting,
we won't
interesting.
see any Deadpool anymore.
That would be sad.
Jeez.
He's quite funny.
Yeah, he is. He's the perfect Deadpool. Like
He is.
He literally is the Deadpool in person.
he is Deadpool. He will always be Deadpool. It's like yeah.
Yeah, RDJ is Tony Stark, and yeah, I completely agree. We've got
Right,
you
exactly.
can't, you
I
can't cast him
absolutely
better.
nailed it.
Yep, yeah, one and done.
Actually, RDJ is Doctor Doom. Even though I'm still
Yeah.
convinced that that's a Stark variant, though. Not maybe not called Tony Stark, like in terms of like it's literally an Iron Man variant. I'm convinced that that the face is because it's supposed to be, relating to Iron Man, Tony Stark in some way in the multiverse. I don't think it's just I don't think they just reused him because he's a good actor, so they thought we'll just break canon. I don't. That's definitely not the case. There definitely is a reason that it's RDJ. So we'll see. But yeah, that movie sounds crazy though. I mean, the trailers that are out for it so far are like X-Men. Who else was the trailers? There was X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Black Panther were in the same trailer.
There's a lot. Is a huge cast, and honestly, it feels kind of like a GTA 6 situation, which is like they really need this movie not to fail. They really, really need this movie to do well and drive up interest in the MCU. It's going to be interesting to see if it's good or not. But the cast is gigantic. Like the cast is huge.
Yeah, the trailers so far were Captain America with his fucking baby, Thor saying some emo shit.
Captain America? Oh, the new Captain America.
No. Chris Evans.
The old one?
Yeah.
Didn't he retire?
Yeah.
He did, but they all are getting paid so much money.
They are getting paid so much money.
Oh, I gotcha. He's back.
Yeah. He's back with Peggy and the baby. And then the next trailer was Thor saying some edgy shit, and then it was the Black Panther and the Fantastic Four. So the Fantastic Four have somehow gotten into the Earth 616 or whatever you want to call the MCU universe. Unless there's some kind of convergence. No one knows what's going on with that yet. And then the last trailer was the X-Men, like all of the classic X-Men in the movie. So yeah. Fuck knows. No one knows what that film is going to be. I think you can probably make some pretty well-educated guesses. I mean, in the post-credits to Fantastic Four, he was like, looked like he was interested in the Richards kid. Is it Franklin? Franklin Richards? Looked like he was interested in the Richards child, so maybe something to do with that. I
think there is something possibly.
I know Franklin Richards in the comics is has a very specific power or ability, or is rare for some certain reason that is like important to the multiverse. So I assume they'll just reuse that storyline. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, am I excited for that? To be honest, kind of, yeah. Just because it's got like Chris Evans and RDJ in a movie. I know that's a cheap reason to get excited, but it's a reason nonetheless. Like Captain America, Chris Evans again. I mean, it doesn't even feel like that long ago since they last did it, but I like most of the movies that those two are in, so fine. Yeah, fine. Elsewhere in the MCU, the Spider-Man film, which I actually think I'm less interested in Spider-Man Brand New Day, just because the things I've heard about it so far don't sound that interesting. I know it's apparently involves Bruce Banner, like the Hulk, quite a lot, and the Punisher. Sadie Sink is playing a character that no one knows who Sadie Sink's character is yet. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really like the Punisher stuff in the Daredevil Born Again TV show, which I'm guessing is going to be continued or referenced in some way in this film. So I don't really care about that.
Yeah,
might be great.
I've lost interest in Spider-Man since the OG trilogy.
Yeah.
They just haven't really hit for me since then. The animated, the Into the Spider-Verse, like that's
Those were
pretty great.
sick.
Now, if there's another
Very
one of
good.
those coming out, I'd definitely watch it. But
Well, yeah, I mean, the best had be because there was a massive cliffhanger.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So that's great, but just not even on my radar. I'll hear how people, who watch it will say, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm the same. I'm the same with Spider-Man. It's not, I think I actually care more about Doomsday for some reason than Spider-Man.
yeah.
Just
I
for all
kind
the
of do
characters
too.
in
Yeah.
it.
Doomsday, I really hope I worry with a cast that big, it's just going to be a hot mess. I'm worried. I'm a doomer. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's great. I want it to be great. I want it to be a freaking hype film. But man, I'm worried. I'm just like, I see
It's
the cast list. It's so big.
It's apparently 3 hours and 45 minutes long.
Whoa, that is a pretty beefy boy. That's a pretty beefy movie.
That's a
Wow.
leak.
As-
That's a leak that I've seen like 2 or 3 times. It might not be true. I mean,
And it'll still just be part 1.
yeah, well, yeah, because there's another Avengers movie, Secret Wars, is I assume the sequel, which is a few years off yet. But yeah, no, I've no idea. It might not be 4 hours long. I kind of hope it is, just because that would be so weird.
Yeah. It would be so weird. I think 3 is like the absolute maximum
crazy.
that most films try to go
Well,
for.
did either of you watch Zack Snyder's Justice League remake?
No.
Which is
I
a
think we did.
movie remake, by the way. But yeah.
No.
No, that
I
was
think
4
we
hours
did.
long.
I think we saw it.
Really?
It was a longer cut. I think we actually liked the remake better than the original.
I liked it better than the original. People still really shit on it, and I think it was not. It still wasn't the film that I would like say I liked very much, but it was way better than the original. The original Justice League was so bad.
Yeah, for sure. Especially a lot of the scenes I remember them adding around. Cyborg and his story.
He
like,
got like an
I
hour
don't
worth
know.
of scenes in
They
the
cut so
extra
much of
cut.
him in
Yeah.
the film. Like, what were they thinking? Like, it made no sense. His story was so important to the film as well. Like, I don't know what they were thinking cutting out his entire story. But yeah, it was a longer film for sure. But I think we ended up liking it a lot.
I think it was 2 parts, 2 hours each. I think that's how they released it.
Yeah, something like
4
that.
hour long film. Yeah, crazy. Wow. I mean, I am glad Zack Snyder got to make his cut of that film, though, because I believe the reason he didn't in the first place was because, like, circumstances in life forced him to pass over the direction to Joss Whedon, who's like the Avengers guy. That's why the film is kind of really, really fucking weird. The first Justice League film. So I'm glad he got to like make the film. I think that's a mutually beneficial for everyone.
Yeah. What else?
Well, there's
on the DC side, there's a Supergirl.
Yeah, DC.
Which I don't know if you saw the trailer for it. It seemed off that like Supergirl is basically Superman, but the girl, right? She's Kryptonian. She's literally from the same planet. She has the same powers, right? And like she's like engaging in these weird melee fights with aliens, and she's falling down, like I don't know, long distances. Like she's not flying, she's not using her superpowers. It's so weird. It just looks like an action movie almost.
Yes, but I think I'll have to wait to see the film to see if that makes sense in the film, because she might just be like extremely incompetent or drunk, or like, we'll have to see.
I mean, it's sure if they have a reason, whatever. But like that doesn't feel like a superhero movie to me. Then it's.
No, I think it's definitely going. It's openly going for more of like a, comedy, messy, funny, like party girl film. I'm pretty sure that's the whole point, actually. But
I don't know how that's gonna hit.
No, I don't know. I'll be honest. I'm not very excited for it. I think it will. I think it will probably mainly just set up like the next DC film
versus the latest Superman. When I saw that trailer, people were hype, and I was like, "Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Whatever they're doing there, that looks fun." And sure enough, it was a fun movie. But this one, like, I'm not impressed so far. If this was supposed to put my butt in the seat, it's not working.
I think I'll see it probably in cinema just because I liked Superman so much, and it's like the next one in the timeline. So you've got me. Like, Superman earned the seat. for the next one, if that makes sense. But that's the only reason. Like, I'm not actually piqued by it, to be honest, the trailer or anything.
If there's a month where like no other good movies are out, I might maybe, but like even that's kind of iffy.
Yeah.
If they wanted to get me in that seat, they'd have done one thing in that trailer, and that is they would have had Mr. Terrific with his like floating balls show up and done some cool shit. Boom. I'm in there. I'm instantly sold.
True.
I'm down for more Mr. Terrific.
Mr. Terrific spin-off series when?
I think it's confirmed. Is it not confirmed?
I'm ready for it. Like,
I think it's confirmed.
I am so ready for
I know that the Green Lantern one's confirmed. So yeah, fuck it, why not?
Dude, if we don't get a Mr. Terrific spinoff, justice for him. That is some bullshit. Like,
I'm sure if not
part of Superman.
If not his own, I think he will just heavily feature in someone else's. I'm pretty sure that will happen. We've covered Marvel and DC, but the Star Wars side of things, I want to talk about something really weird. Do you not think it's weird that in like a few months, a Star Wars film is going to cinema for the first time in a really long time and no one gives a fuck? Mandalorian and Grogu. Like, honestly, I don't know anyone who is excited for that.
I feel like if that came out after season 1, it would have been all over the place.
Yeah.
But I feel like after season 3, when they kind of jumped the shark with a lot of stuff, it's really worn out its welcome, and people are kind of expecting more of that, which, yeah.
I certainly am expecting more of that. The trailers also just didn't do anything for me again. So
I haven't seen the trailer for the film, but I will say my favorite line from the series is the freaking little, like, I don't know what the species of creatures is called, but like it's when Grogu's like eating one of them and they're like, bad baby, bad baby. That is my favorite line. I freaking laughed so hard at that. I am the problem. I'm buying the Grogu plushies. I am the simped out audience just here for feel good member berries.
Swear I do.
I am part of the problem.
Yeah. Same. Same. He's very Grogu's very cute. I kind of like, it was then very annoying to have like some Grogu merchandise and then see the show just become like really terrible. It was like a bad investment, like buying Bitcoin, like, because I didn't even, by the end of Mandalorian season 3, I thought it was so bad that I didn't even think Grogu was cute anymore. I'll say it. I didn't even think Grogu was cute by the end of Mandalorian.
That's rough, man.
Yeah. Because his scenes were bad too. Like, it's not like he was a saving grace. Some of his scenes were pretty bad in Mando season 3. So, sorry.
Unfortunate, but yeah.
No. Bad baby.
It was good while lasted. What else? Mortal Kombat?
It is curious. In Mortal Kombat, I'm excited for. Honestly, I think I've heard more hype for Mortal Kombat than I have for Grogu, which is crazy. Star Wars like not getting any attention. I was talking to Sean before we recorded. He hasn't seen the original Mortal Kombat, the first one. So
cult classic.
You gotta do some homework, man. You gotta
How do I watch that?
Shang Tsung.
It is very B movie, I must say. Like,
yes,
it is very a movie of the time, and like I don't know what anyone nowadays would think of it. Easily, they'd probably be like, "What is this?" But yeah.
But it's fun though. It's turn your brain off and just laugh at how stupid we all collectively were and thought humor was back in the day, and it is definitely fun for that.
That sounds okay.
Yeah, not a must see, but definitely if you ever feel like seeing a bad movie and laughing at it, yeah, it's up there.
Yeah, and actors like taking it really seriously, like it's fun for that.
And terrible CGI, of course.
Just the worst CGI.
Yeah, I think I've seen some clips because this sounds familiar. So
Goro, the guy with 4 arms, he was a puppet, and it was like a very uncanny looking puppet too. It was actually humorous how like I'm sorry, I feel bad for anyone who worked on him and had to make like 20,000 parts and servos, to make this thing completely remote, and the guy who sweated under the suit for like hours each day just for people to be like, ha, look at his mouth, it's funny,
That's how I feel about Jar Jar Binks.
Oh man.
Except way worse because he was suicidal. But
was he?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, no, I think he might have attempted. It's horrible. It's a horrible, horrific story because he was ridiculed so bad for the Jar Jar role. I forget his name, which is really bad considering I just talked about his suicide, his potential suicide.
And for sure that was Jar Jar, not little Vader.
Oh, Jake, the little Anakin.
Yeah.
No. It was
What was his name?
definitely Jar Jar. I forget his name, but he recently was in Mandalorian season 3. There's a scene, a flashback to a Grogu escaping the Jedi Temple, and he is the actor of Jar Jar Binks is the man who saves Grogu from the Jedi Temple in Mandalorian season 3, which is a cool little cameo. I think he's doing very well for himself right now. Seems like a very, very nice man. It's a very large
But
shame.
you got a lot of fallout from that too, huh?
From Mando season 3.
No, from being Jar Jar.
No, yeah, no. It's horrible that he had to go through that. And
that is crazy.
No,
same for the actor for young Anakin. Like, how absolutely insane are you? Like, as an adult to like pick on a child.
How stupid do you have to be to think that it's had anything to do with them? Like they just got paid to go and film. Like they really got paid a lot.
Like
actually.
hate the film all you want, but holy shit, he's just a kid. Like
he's literally a kid. Yeah, they're both playing. They're both being paid to play characters in a fucking Star Wars film. Like
I heard the kid who played young Anakin was not doing well. Like
no,
got arrested or something. And that's
I don't know what he does nowadays, horrible. But yeah, around the time of the filming, there was a lot of bullying going on.
Last I saw was his mugshot from an arrest, and he was all tatted up and stuff. And
oh my god,
he looking like pretty rough.
That reminds me of McCall. How do you say this? Macaulay Culkin. Who's looking very well for himself in Fallout Season 2.
Oh, he's in Fallout. That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Last I saw, he was doing a podcast and stuff.
Yeah.
And, he's doing some touring for like during the Christmas, thing or something. Like he'd show Home Alone and then he'd like answer questions at the end of it and stuff.
That's funny.
Like some cool stuff.
Yeah, he's in Fallout Season 2. He plays a very funny character. It's a nice little cameo.
That's cool. Yeah. I know his brother's been getting some work too.
Who's his brother?
Yep.
His first name.
Kieran. It's like Kieran Culkin.
Kieran?
He's pretty
Yeah,
Kieran.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have y'all heard the story about Macaulay Culkin's middle name? Have y'all heard that story?
No.
Oh my god, I'm about to blow y'all's minds. Buy me 2 seconds because I need to look up the full list. Buy me 2 seconds. Talk about anything. I'm gonna pull up something.
Peter, what was your?
So yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say so. Yeah.
I want to know what your game of the year was. I'll ask Clyde afterwards when he's done.
Last year?
Yeah, 2025.
Do I have to tell you?
Yeah. Why?
It's Argo Raiders, man.
Oh shit! No, I thought. Oh shit! No, I did know that. I thought you meant something else, but I did know that. I did know that.
You did know that.
Yeah. Okay, Clyde, go ahead.
All right, I've got it. This is the funniest thing you're gonna hear today. Yeah. Okay. This is true. This is a true story. Okay. This is not fake. This is not fake meme internet points. This is true. In 2018, Macaulay Culkin publicly announced to the world on his birthday, he said, "Happy birthday to me from the world. I decided I hate my middle name." His middle name was Carson. He's like, "I've never used it. I've never liked it. I decided the gift I'm giving myself is that I'm letting all of you choose my new middle name.
No.
I will legally change my middle name to whatever is the most voted thing."
No.
And dude, wait. It gets crazy. This gets so crazy. He said, "I will legally change my name to whatever people vote the most. Here are the finalists, okay? And then I will tell you, here are the ones that didn't win, and then I'll tell you the one that won, and get ready to have your mind blown." He legally changed his name. So the first finalist was Publicity Stunt. So his name would have been Macaulay Publicity Stunt Culkin.
Are you allowed to use 2 words? That's cheating.
Yes, they're allowed to use 2 words.
Okay.
The other finalist was the McRib is back. So his name would have been Macaulay the McRib is back Culkin. Then another one was Shark Week. So Macaulay Shark Week Culkin. And then another finalist, the last finalist was Kieran Culkin. So Macaulay Kieran Culkin. Here's the one that
just
won.
Named after his brother.
He legally, yeah. So it would have been named after his brother. This is the one that won, and this is what his legal name is. He went to the government building. He filed the paperwork. He legally changed his name. The winner was Macaulay Culkin. So his legal name is Macaulay Culkin. That is his legal name. That is so crazy to me. Like, that is such a wild thing to do.
That's really funny.
That is
Freaking
cool.
crazy.
Yeah.
His name is Macaulay Culkin. That is crazy. That is
Imagine
wild.
trying to explain that to someone.
Yeah.
I'd love to see his name in a news article, and
Yeah.
I'd just do a double take. Macaulay Culkin. I'm like, wait, what? Did they fuck
Yeah.
up? What's
Yeah, that is
Am I-
his full name now. That is freaking crazy. Like,
That is
what
cool.
the hell? Like, who's that crazy to like? I'm gonna let the internet choose a new middle name for me. Like, what the hell? Good grief.
I've
Anyways,
never
yeah,
had
sorry.
a middle
whatever his
name.
is.
Does everyone have a middle name in the US? Is that
A
normal?
lot of people I know have middle names, but
Oh.
very rarely you use them. It's always one of those things where like you've known someone for years and be like,
Yeah.
"What is your middle name?" It's like, "Oh, it's Chestenberger." And you're like, "What? Huh?
Really?
Really?"
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, I don't even have one, so I couldn't. If someone got to
You
know
don't
me, they
have
would.
one
If
at
someone
all?
got to know me, they would be disappointed. They'd never know. Yeah, I don't have one. No.
Wow. Maybe you should let the internet decide.
No,
you know, like,
no.
let the-
They
you
would
can
be like Sean fucking
Where does he
Gooner
have
or something. No,
Right.
no, not the internet. No, please.
Yeah, that is way too dangerous of a proposition.
I
Yeah.
mean, to be fair though, for the fact that he was willing to do that, he got off lightly. I think he got off very lightly
yeah.
because it could have just
Oh,
been like
yeah.
a slur or like something extremely illegal or offensive. I'm sure he
There's a
wouldn't.
bunch of letters and numbers like
Yeah, loads of
Elon or
yeah.
something.
He could have had something that just made no sense, like a symbol, like like loads of hyphens, or some shit.
Yeah.
So he got
Yeah,
off
could have been
lightly
some
with
Elon
the
Musk
fact
shit.
that he got words that you're able to pronounce.
I wonder if there was some curation to that list too. Like if there was
Probably.
something that was getting a bit too popular, it was a bit too
Oh, there must have been. There must have been.
yeah, and you know,
Probably.
just kind of pair it from the list. You know, could be. You kind of have to watch it, the internet for that. They're known
They're
for
sneaky. They're sneaky.
going a bit too far.
Yeah, they're sneaky.
Still,
That's a cool little bit of trivia though.
That's good.
it is
yeah.
a fun little bit of joy. He put a little bit of joy in the universe, so we'll take it.
Well, unless anyone has anything to add, I think I'll end it there because one, I'm really
Good
fucking
chunk.
tired and it's almost 10, and two, I haven't had anything to eat and there's like a oven pizza downstairs that I'm like just
Nice.
going to fucking demolish as soon as I press stop record. I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten like in so long.
I'll
So-
go see.
Scarfs down.
I will
Scarf it
say
down.
thank you both for your time on this Monday
Yep.
evening. It's good to be back,
Good to see you.
and I'll see you next week.
See y'all
All
next
right.
week.
Take care.
Bye.